Exercise lowers blood pressure, but what is the best way to do it? Is it yoga, cardio, HIIT training, weights, isometrics? The answer is, in the short term, it's actually isometrics that win out. However, to strengthen your heart and your cardiovascular system for the long term, cardio actually wins out. But it's how you do the cardio, and that's the important feature that many people overlook. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it properly. I've been a natural healthcare provider for over 28 years, and I've seen people just mess this up royally. So let's just get down into it. Now, high intensity interval training is actually good for you. Yoga is good for you. Isometrics are good for you. Let me just set this up so you have a better view of what I'm going to show you. However, cardio is the exercise that best strengthens the heart and cardiovascular system for the long run. Now, the way to do it is to really watch your heart rate. And most people have a watch, a Garmin, anything, and I'll put some links down below in the description if you want to look at some on Amazon. I'm not trying to sell you a heart rate monitor or a watch, but what I find is that most people actually have these things already, at least patients that I've seen, but they don't know how to use it. And there's kind of a formula to know the best range of your heart rate or your pulse to know if you're working in the best zone to strengthen your heart. And there's two formulas that you can use. Both of them are not exactly perfect, but they get you in the right ballpark, and that's what we're gonna go over. So the first formula is the 220 minus your age to find out your maximum heart rate. Now, when people say that this is not exactly accurate, they're being very anal retentive about what they mean by accuracy. You could be off 5 beats per minute or 4 beats or anything like that, but that's really nitpicking. It does give you a general ballpark figure if you're relatively healthy. So let's say a person is 60 years old, 220 minus their age then would be 160. This would be your maximum heart rate that you would want to achieve during very strenuous exercise. So we're not going to be doing extremely strenuous exercise. We're going to be doing a moderate exercise to strengthen our heart. And where you want to be is at about 75% of your maximum heart rate. So when you do that number, 160 at 75% of that would be around 120 beats per minute. So what this means is when you go out and exercise, and it doesn't matter whether you're swimming, cycling, walking, running, rowing, doing an elliptical, it just doesn't matter. You would get your heart rate up to about 120, and when you're at 120 approximately, and it could be 125 or 118, but that's the ballpark, you're going to try to maintain that for a period of time, depending on your cardiovascular health. The ultimate goal would be able to do it for a half an hour, 6 times per week. That would give you the most bang for your buck in terms of strengthening your heart. Now, there's another way, and it's very popular, and that is to find your heart rate is 180 minus your age. That seems to be a little bit easier for people to figure out. So again, if you're 60 years old, 180 minus your age would be 120. You could see that these formulas put you in about the same ballpark. So again, you want to exercise, get that heart rate up, and maintain it for that period of time by maintaining a consistent pace of your exercise. Now here's the important part about this, is that every YouTuber and everybody's going to tell you something entirely different. But if a person is extremely out of shape, you need to lose 60, 80, 100 pounds. It doesn't seem reasonable to get into the gym and do bicep curls, bench press, and really strain yourself hard. That would be too hard for a person on their cardiovascular fitness. It's much safer to actually just build up slowly. It is a much safer and efficient way to lower your blood pressure, lose body fat, and that is the key behind this type of exercise I'm showing you. And the great news is it really does not matter at all whether you're, like I said, walking, swimming, cycling, rowing, elliptical. It doesn't matter. What matters is that your heart is getting the exercise that it needs to be healthy. Now, if you cannot do any of these exercises for whatever reason, maybe you have a disability or you're in a wheelchair, there are exercises that you can do called isometric exercises that would actually lower your blood pressure. And at the end of the video, there'll be a box here showing you how exactly to do these exercises. And I'm not going to bore you with what every YouTuber says at the end of their videos, or even before. That's more annoying. Thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm not going to say that. If you don't do those things, this video is for you for free.